The first game of the 2020 season for Florida, the very first one. That's how long it took for Kyle Trask to announce himself as a Heisman candidate, and Kyle Pitts too, for that matter. Game number one, they beat Ole Miss, announced their offense to the world. Trask threw 6 touchdowns and Pitts caught 4 of them. But hidden in the box score, tucked away where you might overlook, was a game-changing moment, and I'm about to show it to you.
Wyatt got the ball. Wyatt back to throw. Wyatt looks. Fires toward the end zone. Passes. Caught for a touchdown by Matthew Butler.
What's up, y'all? I'm Matt Wyatt, and as a former player and broadcaster, it's my job to help you get more enjoyment out of watching football, so welcome back to the channel. In that season-opening win for Florida, in which they had 6 touchdown throws and announced to the world, we're coming.
We're coming.
It was the Kyle to Kyle show, Trask to Pitts, but most of that was after, and here's the point of the video, it was after Florida proved they had more than one receiving weapon that you had to worry about. Not only Pitts and Grimes, but potential first-round pick Kadarius Toney could also beat you. See, that game itself actually started back and forth. Florida went up, Ole Miss tied it up. Gators score, Rebels come back and answer, and it was already a shootout at 14-14. But then came a stretch of 21 unanswered points before half and into the start of the third quarter, where Florida blew the doors off the game. That key stretch included 2 touchdown receptions from Kyle Pitts, but the sequence was started by Kadarius Toney. One theory could be this: when Toney made a couple of the plays I'm about to highlight for you, it sent a loud message saying, "You better pay attention to me." The results after Toney made these plays? Yeah, Kyle Pitts got more one-on-one looks and caught 3 more touchdowns. Let's take a look. So this is a big third down play. All right, tie ball game. You can see down here 3rd and 7. So they've got to convert. This is actually, it's 2 plays, I think, back to back that kind of highlight how Kadarius Toney lined up in the slot was a big part of this team. So here's Pitts on the opposite slot, and they've obviously got to pay attention to him. But his route, he's going to set up this defender and go outside and then break it back to the middle. And it's a good read by the quarterback. We'll watch the play first. Off the line, set him up outside, back inside, and split them, make a huge first down. So, how could you, or why would you consider this game changing? Well, one, and we'll look at a different angle on it. You've got kind of smash concept up top where Pitts is running a corner. And even though they didn't cover him much in the game, this is a third down play where if you're trying to force it to Pitts, they actually covered him pretty well. Would be, a chance to maybe break that up. Somebody else has got to win. And the fact that this quarterback feels like with this middle of the field open, it doesn't matter, what the situation is. I can get Toney the ball. We can win with this guy. They're not trying to force it to Kyle Pitts. And frankly, a lot of teams, if they have Kyle Pitts, are going to try to force it to him in this situation, tie game. And if you don't get this conversion, let's say he's covered or somebody else is not open, it's a big deal with the way Ole Miss can score on offense. We saw that throughout the year. So they put 5 on the line of scrimmage and left the middle of the field open. So you trust Toney so the read can go to him. And it's an excellent job here on the route, too. It's not lazy. He's not rounding it off, trying to hurry it up and get covered. Because if you catch it in here and get tackled, you're still short of the marker. You got to have yak. And so set him up outside and create this separation. He's behind me. I'll take me off here so you can see. We'll back it up. But watch, down here, again, bottom of your screen. Watch the move outside. Get the momentum and the weight of the defensive back shifted out there. And then the ability to make this spin move full speed and create the separation. So when he gets the football, again, he's a good 3 to 3.5 away with plenty of room now to turn up and get past the marker, which TV gave you the line here that you're trying to gain. So it was a big play on 3rd and 7 early in the game. Like I said, after this had been back and forth, Ole Miss had showed right off the bat that they had the ability to come in here and score on this Florida team and go up and down the field. So you feel like you've got to convert. It's empty, and basically it's smash concept on both sides. You're getting a stop and a stop on the outside, and you're going to read that depending on the coverage. Your 2 insides, one is kind of vertical over the top. The other is corner over the top, and we'll look at those. And the one variation is the 5th receiver, and that's Toney in here going one-on-one and breaking to the middle of the field where they have spread the defense out of there. So as he spins out and makes the move, as I mentioned to you earlier, you know, there's your number one target, Pitts. But on this particular play, if you're trying to force him the ball's got to be gone right now on his helmet and give him a jump ball chance because it's not covered poorly at all. He's in the vicinity right there. But you trust your read, you're covered, you're covered, you're covered. And where you've got the one-on-one win on a crucial 3rd and 7 is right here on this little squirrel route by Toney. He not only wins, but he wins big. And then after the catch, you know, that's the thing. Here's a free safety coming down, supposed to make this play. And if you'll notice, Toney makes him miss. And it's a poor tackling effort. But now you're inside the 20 on red zone. And they come right back and throw him a touchdown. And even on this one, it's an example of he's got to win on a 3-receiver side. And he's lined up next to target number 1. And that's Kyle Pitts, who's running a little bit of an out route. We don't see the whole route right here, but you can see the coverage. You've got hard corners on the outside, and at least pre-snap, if they stay there, you've got safeties that are split, so 2 high. And this route brings him into the vicinity of the near safety and inside, right? So you have to believe that with what we can see on TV coverage, that Kyle Pitts' presence right here really occupies the defense. I'll show you. You see right here, you've got one who's going to turn and run with Pitts, another who's trying to bracket him, and also there's a safety back here who, when we see the end of the play, obviously was affected by Pitts and his route because, you know, he's underneath. He somehow got beat inside. He's underneath and behind the receiver, Toney, who went vertical, beat him to the middle of the field, a touchdown. So the point is that these 2 plays, a key 3rd and 7 in a tie game that had been a shootout to that point, and then even in the red zone, we don't have to come out here and force. We are showing you that this guy wearing number 1 is also a major threat and will score. And what I think that does is it sends a message to the Ole Miss sideline in this game that, hey, look, they've got multiple guys who can beat you. We have to be honest in our coverage. We have to be honest and kind of try our best to balance the field. And the rest of the day, in one-on-ones, Pitt's got matchups. You give him one-on-one, we saw that. He's going to win it, and he won them all day. And I think early this showing from Kadarius Toney had a lot to do with that. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. And hey, did you enjoy the video? Well, if so, I hope you'll consider subscribing to the channel. New videos are posted almost every day. And another request, likes on YouTube help more than you may know. So if you wouldn't mind, thanks so much, and I'll see you on the next one.